Hi again, this is Mia Walsh, president of PCA Potomac, and I'm coming to you with my second video message for all of our members. And I'd like to thank everyone for the outpouring of support of our new email address, Covid-19 at PCAPotomac.org. So I wanted to share with you some of our members' feedback as well as photographs. And I have been advised by my political consultant, who is self-quarantining with me in my home, to keep this under 2 minutes and not to ramble. So here we go. We have a couple of good vibes and prayers that we'd like to send out. Roger McLeod of the McLeod clan, any Highlanders out there, his father is in a retirement home a mile away and he can't visit, so that's a big bummer, but perhaps he's safer there. One of our very important volunteers, John Brankovich, lost his mother last night, and with all of the guidelines for gatherings, there won't be a funeral or a viewing, so please keep John and his family in their prayers. I have a few photographs that I'm going to be sharing with you, so keep those photos coming in. Everyone will be very excited to see what you're doing with your Porsche car during this period. Troy Beneshi was able to take his councilwoman, Amy Jackson, in the St. Patrick's Day Parade in Alexandria, Old Town. He's got a 1979 930, and we cannot say if we are supporting Councilman Amy, as we are nonpartisan, but I think it's pretty cool that she drove in the St. Patrick's Day Parade with Troy. So thank you. Craig Bond, who has been a member since 2005, is sharing this picture with he in his car. He just returned from a month-long trip to Vietnam and happily is not showing any signs of the coronavirus. So thank you, Craig, for sharing this. Steve Lucky, who is one of our DE members, drove his Porsche to work because he is not taking the metro for social distancing. Of course, this has probably all changed in the last 2 days. He reminded us all not to lift. Don't lift. Tom Gorsuch is practicing social distancing in his work parking lot. You can see here his Porsche is not parked directly next to anybody, and they are keeping that 6-foot distance a good pace apart. We really appreciate everything all of the healthcare professionals are doing to keep us safe and to get us healthy. Lou, thank you so much. One of my favorites, actually there were many favorites, was Kevin, who is from actually PCA Pacific Northwest, shared this picture of his green eggs that he had on St. Patrick's Day as well. So glad to know there are some fellow chicken lovers out there. So thanks, Kevin. We had some generous offers from our members as well. I'd like to thank Dana and Mike, who are in Alexandria and also in Charlottesville, Virginia. They cohabitate in those two different places. Dana and Mike have offered to do any type of porch drop-offs. If you have someone who is elderly or sick and you need something dropped off to your house, Dana and Mike have very graciously offered to do that. And so again, please email me at covid19@pcapotomac.org if you need help getting anything to your homes. What a very, very kind gesture, Dana and Mike. Thank you so much. Ralph, who did not leave his last name, received his Panorama magazine in the mail and said, I'm holding in front of me right now a tangible asset to being a club member. And to that end, I'd like to thank all of the photographers and writers and editors and designers of the Devort Ganger magazine, which is actually going to press today. So fingers crossed, you should be getting your new issue soon in the mail, provided that our printer and our mail house and our postal service people are able to continue doing their jobs. So you'll have that tangible aspect of being a member coming soon. Thank you. Michael Brady sent a very sweet note and said that even though we don't have events right now, he values all of the friendships that he's made through PCA Potomac. And he said he often gives them passing signals when he's on the racetrack. So Michael, thank you for sending in that sweet message as well. Alan Dector is another member who offered services, finding himself with a little bit of free time on his hand as he's following the American Dental Association guidelines of only seeing emergency patients. Alan offered also his services if you have a question about a dental emergency before you see your primary dentist. Alan said that he'd be willing to answer those questions, not to diagnose them. He can't treat you, obviously, but if you have a question that you want answered before going to your own medical professional, Alan has offered to provide you some assistance. And again, if that's something that you need, please send me a message to covid19@pcapotomac.org, and I will make sure that Alan gets that message. So thank you, Alan. That was so sweet. I received a message from Colonel Michael Arizmendi, and he said that he's never attended a function before, but he said that he values his membership because he is connecting with people who love the same things that he does, Porsches, and he likes the camaraderie of having enthusiasts around him. So although he's never attended an event, Colonel Michael said that just having that community around him is worth his membership. So thank you, Colonel. From the medical community, another one. So Joe Grimsby, who's a frequent event participant, emailed and said he's got his PhD in pharmaceutical sciences, and he's been working with the big pharma companies for a long, long time. He gave us a little bit of hope and inspiration that they are full speed working on treatments now. And he said until that happens, he really recommends that we take extreme measures to distance ourselves from the community and other people. So I am heeding that advice. Thank you, Joe, for sharing it, and thank you for working on a treatment for this virus. Finally, we had a great suggestion from Alan French, who is our co-chair of the Drive and Dine Committee. And he thought that we should pose this question to the community, and I love the idea. So he'd like for you to respond to the question, what I love about PCA Potomac is ... Send me your answer to covid19@pcapotomac.org. Thank you. People who have sent me messages in an effort to keep this under 2 minutes, I will add yours to our next video message. And until that time, happy first day of spring. I hope we're all adjusting to our new normal. Be safe, PCA Potomac members. I look forward to communicating with you again. Please, if you have anything that you want to share with me or other members of our community, use our new email, covid19@pcapotomac.org. Okay, have a great day. So in order to keep this post in the 2-minute range, I'm going to actually record many of them at one time, and I'm going to edit them over a couple of different video messages. So if you see me wearing the same outfit several days in a row, it's actually because I'm doing a stack of recording right now. We had so many people respond to our message, so thank you.